So if there was a Funko of me, would you buy that?
Oh yeah, of course. You're an icon, Mr. G. Why wouldn't I buy it?
You're a local legend.
You're a local legend.
What if they had like Case faculty Funkos?
Man, I don't know if those would sell.
I don't know either. Maybe if it was like Casey the Eagle, then I'd buy that. That's pretty iconic.
Maybe if it was the members of a Case Eagle Time podcast.
Yeah, collect the whole line.
Exactly.
I feel like D Win would be high in value.
That would be something cool for the yearbook, actually.
Yeah, because they definitely have like, because I know their headquarters is in Washington, I believe, and you could go there and like custom. No, the state. You could go there and make like your own custom Funko Pop of yourself or anybody you want, which is nice. I've always wanted to go.
Wait, don't they have that in California as well?
I believe so, but I've heard of the one
on the Walk of Fame.
Could be
Waka Flocka. Sorry.
Do you listen to Waka Flocka, Mr. G?
Nah, I mean I know some of his songs, but he's not somebody that I'd.
No, who do you listen to?
I listen to a lot of stuff. I'm all over the place, man. I still listen to a lot of rap. I listen to a bunch of Mexican music. If I'm like at home working on stuff, like editing photos or whatever, I like stuff that lets me like just kind of zone out. So like I'll listen to just like jazz, or sometimes I'll be listening to house music. Usually I'll just like find something on YouTube and just let it play. But I'm kind of all over the place. I listen to heavy metal too.
Oh, okay.
I like a lot of old classic music. Yeah, I really don't discriminate on music.
No.
As long as it's not like ignorant and dumb.
Any specifics though?
Yeah, any specifics you like refuse to touch?
I really don't like anything that overly uses auto-tune.
No, okay.
That's understandable.
I can't stand the way that sounds.
No.
So like automatic, if I'm like listening to the radio, or if any song comes on like my Spotify and I can hear like the auto-tune all over the voice, it's automatic skip.
Oh, okay.
I don't care who it is.
What about like computer music, like EDM and stuff like that?
Well, I mean, he just said he liked house music.
I think it's different though, because like some of that stuff, like house music, the stuff that I listen to is more chill.
Oh, okay.
It's not like super hype, like party, like you
like a rave.
Yeah, it's nothing like that. No. I like listening to that just because of the steady beat in it, and it allows me to just kind of like I just zone out and I'm more focused on my
Gets
work.
you in the groove.
Yeah, and it doesn't get in the way. So like stuff like that, like what you were just talking about, like rave music or whatever. Like, I mean, I'm familiar with that stuff. It's just way too much. Like I don't, and that's another thing too, I guess, is like I don't like listening to anything that is just like some of these songs that sound like they're anthems and you need to be like in a stadium listening to them.
Yeah.
I can't listen to stuff like that. It's just I don't have that personality to be like that hype and just be like, yeah. Like I don't know. I can't listen to that. It's too much.
And then the Beatles, dude. A lot of people don't like the Beatles, but nowadays I'd say definitely find more people disliking them than liking them, which I really, I mean, I understand it's not for everybody, but I mean, I'm one of the people that truly do see the art in it, man.
Oh yeah, okay.
I truly,
I don't know. Some might say that I put you on the Beatles.
It's not true. You gotta stop.
I don't know.
You gotta stop saying.
Mr. G, let me tell you a story, right?
Okay.
All right, go for it.
So this is junior year.
Don't lie either.
I'm okay. You gotta correct me because I'm not that great.
I'll correct you. All right, fine.
I'm not that great at telling stories.
I'll correct you. Yeah.
So, junior year.
Not last year. Are you saying this was last year?
All right, last year.
No, it was not last year.
When was it?
This was like, dude, sophomore, freshman year.
Was it? That couldn't have been freshman year.
Bro, it was definitely like freshman
No,
year.
because we were in our pathway class.
Okay, well, sophomore.
So what's the story?
All right.
Sorry, man.
So there was a substitute for our teacher, so we weren't doing much.
Okay.
I remember there being a
All right,
substitute.
I know this story.
And I was just, I don't know, I was talking to you about music or something, and I had my laptop out, and I was looking up different people and different
Music or music theory?
Music? I don't know,
Okay.
just music songs. I don't know. And I looked up the Beatles, and I showed you, and you said you did not like them.
It's not true, bro.
Dude, I remember.
I just said they were
you
overrated.
said you weren't a fan. Yeah, like you weren't a fan. They were overrated. And I remember that moment because that's when the substitute teacher came over to me and told me to turn it off, even though she really liked it. And you were like, "Nah, they're overrated." And I don't know.
I didn't, dude. I totally did not say that.
Dude, you.
I know. I didn't say they were overrated, but I remember the teacher coming up to us, man, like telling us to turn it off, even though she really liked it.
Yeah.
I remember turning it up, even though that has nothing to do with the story, I guess.
Yeah, and then
I mean, I said they were overrated, but I never said they sucked or anything.
no, you didn't.
Right.
But you said you were overrated and that you didn't enjoy listening to them.
No, what? I did not say that, man. I just
Tomato,
said
tomato,
they're
bro.
overrated.
All right, overrated.
That's all I'm
And next thing you know, he's listening to the Beatles. Like, what is that? Does that make sense?
yeah,
So
that does not mean he put me on the Beatles.
What is?
So basically, he's trying to be like you.
I guess so.
I guess. Whatever. Right?
I don't know. Call it a coincidence, but I think it's.
You did not put me on the Beatles, Miguel.
All right.
You quit telling people that, man. The only reason he says this is because he's mad that I bought him his first hat. So
Wow.
That is not true.
Okay.
What was
might have
the
been the
hat?
second.
What was the hat?
The Dodgers.
It's a complete lie. My first fitted that I got was an LA Dodgers hat. It wasn't a. What's the difference? It was more of a dad hat than anything, and I got it at Lids out of North Carolina. It came curved, so it wasn't like it didn't come flat.
Did they curve it for you?
No, it's one of those hats where like they come curved. Like the sizes are medium, large, extra large, and small, mediums, stuff like that.
That's cool.
So what are your passions, Mr. G?
My passions?
Yeah.
Wow, like we go from hats to passions. Photography easily.
What got you into photography?
It's really hard to like go back and say that because I guess I started looking at photography as a kid because my dad was he never like had a business or anything like that, but he would do like weddings and quinceañeras and stuff like that for friends, and so it was just like it was a hobby, but more than a hobby for him. And he would have like photography magazines like all the time. And I just remember being a kid and, they're magazines full of photos and they're good photos, And so I would just look at the magazines and just, I don't know. I just remember always looking at his magazines. And it wasn't until like way later when I was like a teenager. And I remember I started going to like lowrider shows and car shows with my brother-in-law. And I would always just like want to take photos of the cars. And so I started doing that like in my teens. And I never took it seriously back then. It was just like just taking photos just to take photos. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't until I was in college and I was going to school for a visual communications pathway, degree, whatever. And that was part of our curriculum was to do, we had a film photography class, and then there was a digital photography class and also like a video class. And when I took those and I really got into it, and I remember at the time I had a bunch of friends that were like doing music and were performing and stuff like that. And so I started doing photos for them just because. And it wasn't like even after that, like I didn't like continue doing it. I just kind of did it for like a little while there just as I could. And yeah, it wasn't until like years later that I just needed another like creative outlet. Like I've always had some kind of creative outlet, like ever since I was a kid, drawing or something. And yeah, it wasn't until I was like in my early 30s, right around 30 or so, where I started actually like thinking seriously about it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. And for that, it was mostly like where I started was like doing street photography. So I was living down in Texas at the time, and I worked downtown in San Antonio, and I would just like get off of work and just go walk around and take photos after work or during lunch or whatever. Mm-hmm. And that's just kind of where I started thinking more seriously. And then as I like just started doing more of that, I started meeting people that were more like in the arts community down there, and I get invited to like do like galleries and showings and things like that. So yeah, I got more into it then.
Oh, okay. So you still live in Texas?
Yep. I lived in San Antonio it was about 8 years.
Why Racine?
I grew up here.
Oh, you grew up here
Yeah.
and then you moved down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Cool. You like Whataburger? Is that it? Whataburger?
Whataburger? You ever try that?
I was about to cuss. Like, yeah, absolutely. I was gonna say that in a very inappropriate way. But yeah. I'm very enthusiastic about Whataburger.
In-N-Out's better in my opinion.
What?
No, I'm sorry, man.
Oh
In-N-Out's
man,
better.
no, you're no,
You're tripping,
Am I
bro.
wrong? I don't think I'm wrong.
you're tripping.
I don't know. I've never had either.
I don't think I'm wrong, man.
Never had either.
See, In-N-Out, this is a whole other debate because like In-N-Out, it's not that the burgers are bad; they're just not as good.
Yeah.
And then the fries are trash.
Bro, Whataburger, those things look like they've been sat on. Those things don't
Yeah, I
look good.
don't know.
But is it good though?
No.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
I don't
Because the
know.
pictures
I will never trust your opinion again.
Because the pictures that I see from In-N-Out, those burgers look fire.
And
They're
are
not
fire.
bad.
They're not
They're
bad.
not bad. But like I said, Whataburger is better.
I don't think
Whataburger is better.
I don't-
It's not bad, but Whataburger is better.
I'm from California, so.
Well, of course you love In-N-Out Burger better. Of course.
Well, I mean, like I don't know. I think they're both pretty good, I guess.
See, and when I used to live down there in Texas, they in the last couple of years that I was there, they started bringing In-N-Out Burger to San Antonio and Dallas, and I think Austin too. So I've had students ask me before, like, what are the best tacos in Racine?
Arandas,
Arandas?
in my opinion.
I don't know. I feel like from Aranda is only from their food truck. Not from the actual
I
restaurant.
usually just get their burrito though. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I feel like Mexican food in Racine, there's really nowhere good. I feel like you
if
gotta go to
you're-
Milwaukee.
If you're a Mexican, I guess you can just already.
You can make it at home.
Yeah. I don't know.
There's nothing good than there's nothing better than Mom's Kitchen.
Yeah, my mom's kitchen is pretty good.
Yeah,
My mom can cook.
good old enchiladas.
I probably love enchiladas.
Which ones do you like, green or red?
Red, bro.
Yeah, you gotta go red.
Yeah.
Same with tamales. Red tamales all the way.
I don't know, bro. I like both like equally. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. I like literally. I like both equally. I can eat like as many as like I can eat as many red ones as I can green ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
What about you?
I think I'm more partial to green, even like enchiladas, but I love mole enchiladas.
You know, I'm actually not
Those
a
are
mole
pretty
fan.
good. You don't like mole, bro?
No,
For real?
I'm not. I'm not gonna lie.
Dang.
Dude, no shot.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Dude, that's like
You can't.
a big blow. It's a low blow.
There's a place in Texas I used to go to all the time that made the greatest mole enchiladas ever. And
Oh, yeah?
I miss that place. Those are my favorite restaurants.
Mm.
That's cool.
What do you gotta say, bro?
I don't know, bro. What do you gotta say?
I'm chilling.
What?
Is that a wrap?
No, I don't. Is that a wrap, bro? Oh, outro. You do the outro then.
Hold on. I have to get into character, bro. All right, guys. Well, that's been it. Thank you, Mr. G, for joining us. It's been a pleasure. Cousine. Nah, dude, we can't.
Whataburger over In-N-Out.
All right, as we do.
Sorry, my hands were sweaty, bro.
That was bad,
I didn't know what to
that was
do.